The check valves open and close with the function of the pistons to contain the high and low pressure water within the proper chambers in the pump. Over time, the valves will wear and can eventually fail. If your pressure washer is allowed to idle for more than just a couple of minutes, the water inside the pump will rapidly become extremely hot. The water can become hot enough to damage some of the pump's plastic components. When a valve fails, the pump will produce lower pressure, and the water will seem to pulse when the wand trigger is pulled. Replacing the check valves is a repair that you can do yourself, and I'm going to show you how.
Hi, I'm Mark Soja.
Do-it-yourself repairs like these are easier than you might think. From lawn machines to cordless drills, kitchen mixers,
Outdoor grills.
our how-to videos walk you through each repair from start to finish. So doing it yourself means never having to do it alone.
Let's get started.
I'll begin by separating the pump from the engine. With the screws removed, now I can remove the pump. Now separate the two halves of the pump body from the oil reservoir. This assembly is spring-loaded, so I'll go ahead and remove two of the screws first, and then slowly remove the other two. I'll use a screwdriver to separate the two halves of the pump. With the pump separated, now I have access to the check valves. I'll go ahead and remove them. And now I can install the new check valves. First, I'll apply some silicone grease to the O-rings. Now I'll reassemble the two halves of the pump. And I'll reassemble the pump to the oil reservoir. If you decide you want to replace the oil in the oil reservoir, or if it's low, the correct oil is 15W40 non-detergent. You should fill the reservoir until the oil comes up to about 1/8 of an inch above the wobble plate. I'll place two of the bolts through the pump body and then compress the piston springs and get the bolts started. I'll go ahead and tighten up the first two bolts a little at a time. And then I can install the other two bolts. And I'll finish up by reinstalling the pump. I'll place the key in the motor keyway and then align the pump's keyway with the one on the motor shaft. I'll slide the pump onto the shaft and secure it with the screws. And that's how you can replace the check valves in your pressure washer. Be sure to check back often for new videos and expert advice. If you found this video helpful, give us a thumbs up
And leave a comment.